guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. We're back for another reaction to Vikings. Vikings Season 5, Episode 12, and it's called Murder Most Foul, or something like that. To get this right out of the way, that you don't be too much in this video, the actual reaction will be on Patreon until Saturday, and then it will be posted on YouTube. The intro as well as the outro, so this bit and the bit after the video will be right onto YouTube. So I will be posting my thoughts and stuff like that already. But if you wanted to see the reaction, go to Patreon, link in the description down below, and it will all be explained what you have to do to watch it. That is because MGM. Companies at MGM, A&E, so the creators of Vikings are really picky on copyright, as well as other shows, by the way, that I do. So I'll do it a little bit of a similar, but they almost right away claim my video, because even though I'm keeping to the fair use time. They feel like it's our content you published on YouTube for public display. It contains episodes footage, so we just claim it because it's ours. Fine, perfectly fine. I mean, it's your content, you do what you want. I'll do it a different way then. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah. Or they block it or whatever, so it's only disconvenience for you guys. So if you want to see the reaction right away, instead of Saturday, go to Patreon. Okay guys, hyped for this episode. Last episode was really good. The mention that Rollo mentioned him being a father of Bjorn. I heard the rumors, I read the comments in my previous Vikings videos, that there might be a big possibility that Bjorn was Rollo's son, but I did not see coming at that moment that it would be said like that, with Bjorn completely not reacting to it, or he did react but not the way Rollo wanted, and it almost led him to kill him. And Rollo, he asked for it to be killed. Is he done with the Frankish way of doing things? It must be right. From what I understood, when you're a Viking, you're always a Viking. I'm not sure if they said it in the show, but I think they did. So, is he done with being a Frankish duke or whatever it is right now? I mean, it's very important because he can't fight anymore. He's now drinking some sort of fucking potion, whatever. I'm just doing this not in a logical order, but just random. Bishop Haemon took Lagertha, Bjorn, Ube, and they left Margaret, the bitch. They left her with the pigs, where she belongs. He took them to England, to Alfred, or actually he thought he would bring them to Aethelwulf, but he died from a bee sting. Of all fucking ways to die. But I heard it was the historical way that he died, so I'm peace with that. So it wasn't Aethelwulf where they took them. It was Alfred, and they were brought in the same cage as Ragnar was being held in when the episode he died, or at least it was it looked like an extended cage, because there were more people in that cage, of course, than only Ragnar was. Bjorn looked fucking fierce when he stepped out of that cage, almost like a bear. That man is big as fucking balls. He is. He's big. I'm jealous. I'm fucking jealous. Margrat has been taken away by Ivar because Rollo, he made a really ridiculous offer to Ivar, and Ivar just took it, probably because Rollo gave then the whereabouts of Team Lagertha - Bjorn, but he knew they would be gone by the time he would be at that place where they stayed. Um, Ivor taking that ridiculous deal that Rollo gave him is a little bit concerning, because normally Ivor is not really that consenting, and I don't think he's gonna upheld his end of the bargain. He's not gonna do it, because if he has to, if he does, he has to wait all year long to give everything he gets to Rollo. It was really ridiculous. Um, they took Magrat. Fitzer took her with him. It looks like Harold and Ivor are not on a very good foot at the moment. Harold is still mourning about his brother and his wife Astrid, an unborn child. At least he thought it was his unborn child. It could have been, but it could have also been from the other Vikings that raped Astrid, because to get information to Lagertha in season 4 or season 5, sorry. Like I said, I don't think they're on a very good foot, and I think that will cause some disturbation. I'm really curious how that progresses. I completely did not see in the episode that it was the same place where Ragnar, or at least Aslog and Rollo, stayed after they got invaded by Jarl Borg. That's where Bjorn and Lagertha were after they got beaten by Ivar. So I didn't recognize it, because it was really different. It looked like broken down house instead of a fulfilled house. The episode that it was, I think it was season 2, episode 1 or something. That's where Rollo was able to find that place. I was like, what the fuck? How does he know that? But later on, I noticed it was that place. Yeah, let's just go through this episode, because I'm talking too long already. Don't you think? Right? I'm not ridiculously in a cosplay right now like the last episode I was. I really like to do it. I really wanted to get something going, because it was the first episode of the second half of the season. But it's really early right now, and I really just want to go and watch this episode. Okay, guys, let's just go in this episode, because, like I said, I talked so much already. Season 5, episode 12. Let's get to episode title once more. Murder Most Foul. Let's go. Holy shit. They stepped up the killing game in here. Oh, god damn it. Did that Cutret, did he really think it would end differently if he sent out the message first? And then Heyman was just threatening in a way. He wasn't killing him yet. He wasn't attacking him. The first attacker was Cutret. So, I'm not sure, but in the eyes of the Lord, in that time, it was allowed to defend yourself, right? I'm not sure if there was any word about overkill or excessive violence. I mean, he could have discharged his weapon without any effort, so he didn't have to kill him, at least not at this point, because it was just he could have disarmed him. I was looking for the disarm word. Disarmed him with any effort. So I'm not sure if the Lord at that time was Christianity was about that. Wow. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not doing this in a logical order of speaking, but I'm just gonna go random because a lot of shit happened. I gotta dig back. Okay, so Haman just killed Cutthroat in the church. I'm not sure what that's gonna mean for for Haman. Is he gonna be the bishop of the church again, or is he gonna be condemned right now? But in my opinion, he didn't strike first. So, in my opinion, he was right to kill him because Cutthroat took out a knife and tried to kill Haman. We saw Margaret die, and I didn't care at all. I was just like, what? I met Margaret. Yeah, you definitely were mad. I'm not sure if it was a vision because she also saw that. I'm not sure if she saw it, but no, she saw that Freydis was pregnant from Ivar. And we saw a vision or a dream of Ivar that someone killed Ivar. It looked like Freydis, but he got the giggles of Margaret. So he thought that Margaret would be the one to kill her. So he so he went to Harold and Vitsark to tell Harold to fuck off because he had no purpose there anymore in Kattegat. And we heard that he's gonna raid England again. So I don't hope you're gonna be written out the show because he's gonna raid in England. He's becoming one of my favorite characters in the show. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen with him. Fitzurk, he said that Margaret wouldn't kill him. So that's why Ivar probably sent out a dispatch team to kill Margaret. I'm not sure if it was a vision or if she's really dead, but I hope she's really dead because she fucking was mad. Lady Elswith came in Wessex to meet with King Alfred, but she showed more interest in Bjorn from the moment she laid eyes upon Bjorn. And I was just saying that she looks like a Quinthred in the making. It's crazy. And eventually she ended up with Bjorn, fucking sly dog that he was. I'm not sure if there's a reason behind all that. I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure if there's a plan behind that, or if she's just genuinely interested in Bjorn. Alfred asking Ubbe to be baptized and become a Christian. Are they gonna do the same as with Rollo and Ragnar? Trying to, how do I say this? Put in dividends between the brothers. Ubbe did not give an answer right away. He needs to think about it. So I'm not sure. Haemond is still having fun with Lagertha, and that ended up Cuthred had a spy on him, and it ended up being the death of Cuthred. Ivar and Freydis, god damn. Let me say this. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Ivar. That vision just shocked me. It shocked me completely. They fucking did the fucking fake out, like they did with Bjorn in season 4, where King Hordik's son, forgot his name. I hated the guy, so I don't mind for forgetting his name. Shot Bjorn with an arrow. It was all a vision of Torvi. What was I saying? I just vouched. I just rented off so much from this episode that I forgot that I was talking about. Oh yeah, the vision of Ivar being killed. It did shock me. It did shock me a lot. Freydis, she's pregnant from Ivar's child. She just got out, snuck out, and got fucking with just a random Viking. To be pregnant with Ivar's child. The guy probably got killed after that because you can't get that let out. You can't let that get out. I must say, Ivar got a fucking great body. I'm not gay or whatever. I'm straight, but I can be honest about how a guy looks or a woman looks. I mean, dang, he got abs. He got fucking abs. Where they dig up this beautiful young women. I mean, Freydis, the actress, she is pretty well. And if I was Ivar, I would have no problems. I would at least try, like I said in the reaction, I would at least try to do something with her. Hell, if it doesn't work, at least tried. Elswith, she looks pretty good. Unfortunately, though, for Alfred, she's not interested in Alfred, but interested in Bjorn. Or is there, like I said, a plan behind it? We saw somewhat a the Floke dog. He was very, very sad about him thinking that the gods aren't here because everything goes to shit. Although it isn't really the fault of Floki, or I think either the gods. It's just the people. It's always the people who fuck it up. Everywhere people come, people are greedy. They're selfish. Everywhere where people come, it doesn't matter if it's here on Earth or Mars or whatever, they are in it for their own gain, always. So that's what happened with the settlement that Floki led to Iceland, and he shouldn't be sad. I think it was a sad moment to see him crying like that. Bjorn and Ulba told Alfred about the settlement, but they got 0 on their pay bill, or how you want to call it, because they found out that he had no authority anymore. But how could they prove that that Egbert signed over his crown to Aethelwulf? Because the priest who was there, who took all on it, was killed as well as Egbert later on. Yeah, I probably forgot some things, but I tried to make it as much as possible that I could to recap this episode. As you have by now known, that the reaction is on Patreon. Only the intro and the outro are on YouTube to watch for everyone. So I hope this is a good arrangement or not. I'm sorry for if it doesn't please everyone. But this is just the way I have to do it, since, like I said, the copyright shit and stuff like that. So, guys, let me know what you thought of this episode, because this episode was great to me. The first episode was a little slower paced, but still very, very good. Just a perfect season, mid-season premiere. But this one picked up the pace. With the killing and the intriguing shit and stuff like that. So, just guys, let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know what you thought of my reaction. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you didn't, you could put thumbs down. But in the comments, let me know why you thought it wasn't good enough. I mean, there are a lot of dislikers lately on Vikings, on just every show that I watch actually, but they never tell me why. They just put dislike, and I mean that's sad, you know. That's in my opinion that's not that's weak. If you just put a dislike, but you cannot give a reason for that. You don't have to give a reason, of course, but it gives opportunity to discuss why and stuff like that. Because why? I'm a good guy. I won't bite. So if you want, you could share it around, and if you've not already, then please subscribe to my channel. Click that little bell, because if you don't, you miss updates on my channel and stuff like that. Maybe that you like. So as well as schedule updates on the community tab and stuff like that. So just click that bell, and yeah, it'll be all explained everywhere.